It is me, Heather. You're welcome to Ginger Snacks. Today I want to discuss something rather serious, so I don't know how many lulls there will be in this video, but as you may or may not have heard, apparently the Supreme Court has decided that it is acceptable for Hobby Lobby and other religious companies, probably will follow, to refrain from covering birth control for women. They say that it goes against their religious beliefs that we should have any control over our reproductive rights, and anybody that works there, you're kind of a baby factory, just meant to just shit out babies. I'm a little pissed about it. And I know that there's this whole thing about religious freedom going on. As an atheist, I don't know what freedom I think that they're lacking, because I avoid religion like it's the plague. But they will cover Viagra for old people that can't get it up, and for some dudes that were blessed with unresponsive balls, whatever you want to call it. And they want to say it's God's plan. It's God's plan for us to just make babies, right? It's our plan that if we have sex and it creates life, then we should just have that life because that's what God wanted. God wanted your dick soft. Like super soft. Like so soft that you have to take a pill for it. Where's God's plan in that? If somebody gets cancer, it's God's plan for them to get cancer and die. I have asthma. It was God's plan for me not to be able to breathe. I mean, where are you gonna cut the line? Where are you gonna say, boom, here it is. Here's where God's plan ends. Oh, we came up with medicine that cures cancer. Well, guess what? We came up with medicine that allows us to decide if we want to have children or not. I don't want kids. Like at all. Like ever. Not even a little bit. Not even, it's like, So basically, I should not be able to have sex because I don't want to create life. Who are you to decide? Who is anybody to decide? And I do see the other side of the line where they're saying, oh, well, they don't want to supply it. It's fine. I don't want guys to be able to get an erection then when they can't achieve it on their own. I know so many people that refuse to vote. And they say, well, my vote doesn't matter. And maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't want to say one way or the other. I don't know, because I live in Kansas, so 90% of the time that I voted, my shit didn't pass. What I cared about didn't happen. But if all of us that don't agree with the way things are going, if we all just choose to go, oh, my vote doesn't matter, then it really doesn't fucking matter. It really doesn't matter at all. If you're just going to sit on your ass, and if every one of you people that cares about female reproductive rights sits on your ass and does nothing, like not a fucking thing, doesn't vote, doesn't educate yourself, just I'm going to live in this la la land, then fine. We, as women, are going to lose 100% of our rights. That's the world that we're living in. It's going to backfire and go all the way. I'm pissed off. I'm using the wrong words. Whatever. But it's probably not going to end here. And I thought this was America, home of the free. But apparently not. Because you guys want to decide if I can have an abortion or not, whether it's medically necessary or otherwise. She's supposed to die carrying that child. Who are you to fucking decide? Like, why can't we just let people do what they want to do? You don't want to take birth control? Don't take it. You don't want to have an abortion? Don't have one. I don't know if I would be capable of having one, but I want the option there. For me, for my sister, for my nieces and nephew would be kind of weird. But for all the women in my life, and maybe, what the hell, my nephew's girlfriend, whenever he's old enough to have one. I want options available. And if you can't trust me to make the choice that's best for me and for the unborn, arguably not even really existing depending on, like, what viewpoint you take, but this unborn thing. And if I take Plan B, it's never alive. If I get an IUD, it's never alive. If I take a birth control pill, if I use condoms, whatever, it is never alive. The abortion thing, fine, you want to draw the line, I get it. It's a living thing. But Plan B, it's not yet. It's to keep it from attaching. It's not an abortion medicine. Educate yourself. And if you don't like it, you don't have to use them. You don't have to go out and get Plan B if you get drunk and are raped at a party. I've been sexually assaulted. I was lucky, if you can use the word, that I didn't have to worry about Plan B. But what the fuck? It should be there. Because there's no way in hell I'm having some guy's baby that took my rights and my decision capabilities away from me. It's pretty appalling. I'm really irritated. I'm really irritated, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that this is what's going on, because this is what has been going on for quite a long time, guys. This isn't new. And every single person that goes out there and they shop at places like that, I used to love Hobby Lobby. That's one of the best fucking places to buy yarn, yo. Like, it's cheap, they have a lot of different varieties, but will I be buying another skein of yarn from there? No. Not even a set of needles, not even a 10-cent knockdown item on the clearance rack. I will not spend a penny at that establishment ever again. And any other place that I know that's doing that to their employees and deciding for them what is acceptable and what is not acceptable for their own fucking bodies. Because you know that they probably cover Viagra. And here's why I'm putting the two together. Because no, they're not exactly the same. But why is it okay for a man to be able to have sex freely without fear or worry or wonder, but it's not okay for a woman? It always comes down to that. And I'm going to have probably a lot of people that watch this that might have some comments, and if you're going to say, like, if you're going to argue with me, I'm just going to do this. I'm not even going to engage with you in comments. I'm not going to engage with anybody. This is just my opinion. But I think that if you care at all about your reproductive rights, those of your daughters, your sister, your mom, your aunts, your cousins, your friend down the street, fuck, stranger at Walmart. We always joke like, oh, look at that one. She didn't know how to keep her legs closed. But what about the dudes? Pretty sure that didn't just pop into her body and have her go, ooh. Some guy made the same shitty decision she did. But does he have to pay for it with social stigma, with his rights being taken away? No. Because I have seen with my eyes a man make 3 children and decide he didn't want to pay child support. And, not a whole lot forcing him to. There are legal avenues, but you have to pay for those. I try to keep this light, and I try not to make it too political or too religious or whatever, because I don't have a problem with people that believe in God. I just don't. If you want to believe, neither of us know what's going to happen in the afterlife. You may be right. But do you really think, let's say you are right, that God is going to be so mad that women are aborting children and all this stuff? I think that same God would understand that everyone has free will and should not be judged by you people, by me, by anyone. It's supposedly this guy, little cloud man in the sky. It's supposed to be him. I don't know. And I'm conflicted because I do think that maybe a business should be able to decide what it wants to do and not to do. It's a business. It's not a human being, but it's still run by human beings. I don't know if I agree that Hobby Lobby and these places should be forced to do anything, but I don't see why they don't just do it, Like, I don't see why it's an issue. We have billions of people on this planet. I think there's enough. think there are enough people. How my sister gave birth to 4. I know a girl who has 4. I know a guy just met a dude that has 7 freaking kids by 6 different women. Nobody's judging that motherfucker though, are they? And he's like, oh, I made bad decisions. But you're allowed to because you're a guy, but I'm not. And my females are not. We're not allowed to make those decisions. We're supposed to sit around with our legs closed and wait till marriage and all this stupid crap that the guys aren't held to. If a guy has sex before marriage, go! Yeah! You're such a great dude. Look at you being a pimp. Oh, I bet you have all the bitches. Oh, you love them and leave them. That's rad. We teach our sons that all the time. That's what makes you a man, is collecting bitches. A girl does the same freaking thing and she's a whore and she should just die. We should stone her. And I don't really like whores, but I use the term across the board. Male, female. If you're a whore, I'm not always your biggest fan, but I fight for your right to be a whore. Be that. Whatever makes you happy. It's not something I find an attractive trait, but that's what freedom is to me. Is me not liking something that you're doing, but you having the ability to do it anyway. Anyway, I've ranted for 11.5 minutes. I'm gonna stop. I've already probably pissed off half the world, but half the world. I get like 20 hits a video, so 20 people, maybe 10 of you will be like rip-roaringly mad. It's my gift to you. I smoke there. I don't have somebody to banter for me so I can smoke, and I need to smoke because I'm pissed. I shouldn't use the word need. It's now like, oh my god, I need it. And I shared a picture of my shirt on Facebook. Moving on, by the way, I shared a picture on Facebook, and of course I got messages and comments about my boobs, because a woman can't possibly take a picture of a shirt and have somebody not make it sexual. But you know, I'm gonna raise up a little bit. It's a leaf floating, and it says Wingardium Leviosa. Harry Potter. I was sharing for the shirt, not the boobs, douchebags. The boobs are a bonus. Why can't you just enjoy it and shut the fuck up about them? I don't know. I didn't really ask for these. I don't know, like, what I would do if I didn't have them, because I can't remember not having boobs, but I've never really been able to master the fine art of using them to get shit, like drinks and stuff paid for me. Like, guys always go, look, all you have to do is show your boobs. Never really worked for me. Never mastered that. I guess my brain is too big to figure out how to be that fucking brain dead and stupid to con people out of shit with body parts, but whatever. For all you girls that can get shit by having big boobs, more power to you. Maybe next time you can use those tits and get me something. Alright, maybe I need lessons. You know, take me some lessons? I'll take some lessons. You know. I need to stop that. Dead parts of the video are not going to be entertaining. They are to me. I don't know why. Last thing that I want to talk about before I give the closing deets is my Dan. I asked him to be on the video and he said no. But for those of you that didn't watch the last video that was kind of dark and pointless, I'm sorry guys. I forgot that I actually have this crazy thing called a flash on my phone. Oops. But my friend Dan, his boyfriend Andy, who is also, they're also my neighbors, and him and I went to, it's gross. Sorry guys. I just looked down, I was like, whoa. I'm working on it and going to the gym. Anyway, Andy proposed to Dan, and Dan accepted, of course. And so, they're gonna get married! Yay! Although it's currently not legal in Kansas, and so I'm hoping that it will be soon enough for them to actually have a legal wedding, but I'm sure they could have a ceremony of some kind, and it'll mean something to them whether or not the fucking law thinks it should. So we're too busy worrying about whether or not women can get fucking birth control and shit. We can't let two people that love each other get married. This country is fucked. And people say it is for different reasons, and this is what I think it is, because we don't care about people anymore. People don't matter. Gay people shouldn't be able to get married, and they should be sent to camps where they get the gay prayed away or beat out of them in some cases. Because that's really going to work. It's really going to get that gay out. Oh, gotta put it through the wash cycle. Wash that gay off of you. You're going to catch it if you come near the gay. You better wash your hands around any gay person. You're going to fucking catch it. Lord knows I have caught so much gay. Like, so much gay. Just covered in gay. Just gay sprinkles. Fucking unicorn. Rainbow. Sparkly, glittery. Pink, purple. Gay-ass rainbow. Gayness. Just everywhere. It's ridiculous. And it's again another, like, oh, religious freedom. So a book has more rights than humans do. Or should have more rights than humans do, I guess. I just can't. I can't wrap my mind around it. Is God going to send you to hell if you go, whatever, let them marry? I kind of doubt it. Y'all sprout that he's all forgiving and wonderful and fantastic until it comes to gay people and the right to not have children. Then you're like, oh, the God's going to get mad. He's not going to be mad at anything else. He's going to forgive somebody for going into a mall and shooting people and then going, oh, God, I'm sorry. I had a lost moment. We're going to forgive him, but somebody being gay and loving someone or somebody having a need to not have children. I mean, can you guys fathom me as a mother? I mean, seriously. Vodka. Hookah. I can't find a job that I like, so I'm still unemployed. I should be a mother. It's a bad choice. Oh, I would be a terrible mom. You guys would hate my kids. There's a good chance I'd hate my kids. I don't know. I just wish we would just let people live their lives. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Not fuck religion, not... I kind of wanna fuck Hobby Lobby. But then that goes back to, you're saying fuck religion, and I'm not. I've met some people that religion has done amazing things for them, and without it, they would be lost. And although my status in this world is not exactly the best at the moment, I still don't feel like I need God to turn to. Like, I need a whole different bag of tricks than what going to church and praying will offer me. And I'm working on it. But for those that need God, I don't think they're stupid. I don't think they're pathetic or whatever, because it's something that we've all grown up with. Religion has been a part of everyone's lives, whether they want to admit it or not. Since the moment they were born. It's in your face even if you're not brought up with it. I mean, I wasn't brought up religious. I went to school with people that were. I just wish that we could just let people live their lives and be happy. What happened to the pursuit of happiness? What happened to that? I feel like I sound like a valley girl talking about serious issues, going, oh my God, what happened to, like, the pursuit of happiness? Isn't that, like, in the Bill of Rights? Or is it the Constitution? Oh my God, I don't know. I just know it's in there somewhere. I had to read it in, like, 8th grade. It's what I kind of feel like when I'm talking about stuff that's important to me. I don't feel like I have an authoritative enough voice. Like, I have 2 degrees, but they're on fluffy, useless things. So it's not even like I have a degree in government or whatever. But if we're happy at letting people get fucked over time and time again, you're gonna be next. Each one of us is gonna be affected. You get mad about gun regulation, but God, don't take my guns, but you can take her rights away and their rights away and those rights, but not my guns. You can't have my inanimate object. Newsflash, I don't want your guns. Keep that shit to your fucking self. I want to be considered a human being, complete and whole and perfect the way I am. I want my gays to feel complete and whole and perfect the way that they are. And I'm not going to shut my mouth until there. Anyway, long video, not a lot of lulls, a lot of dead space because I like to smoke my hookah and I don't have a co-host anymore. So I don't have anyone to banter for me while I do it. If anybody wants to be on the show, auditions will be held at any given moment. Nobody wants to be on the show. It's not even a show. It's me with a shoebox and a shelf and a phone and my living room. Winning. Well, that's awkward. I forgot to give my contact details. So it's not winning yet, but we're almost winning. So, okay, Facebook. I changed the name. It's no longer Heather Kendra because I don't know if she's coming back ever, and I feel like it's disingenuous. But it's Ginger Snacks. That's the Facebook. You type in Ginger Snacks, you get the friend thing, and you can like the page as well. There's the two. I'm on Google+. Funny story, I tried to change it to Ginger Snacks. It wouldn't let me, so I was like, well, what constitutes as a name? So I typed in Heather BoBeather. And apparently it took that, and I can't change it now for a little bit. So if you look me up on Google+, it's Heather BoBeather. Not excited about that. But if you follow me or put me in a circle or whatever it's called in that, I'll put you in one. I don't know how to use it yet. It's kind of lame. Twitter, Ginger Snacks 69. At Ginger Snacks 69. Then there's my personal Tumblr, which is Joifirefaerie, Joifirefaerie. And that's it. Okay, now we're winning. Sorry, bitches.